Playful Pat's Pumpkin Patch Adventure by Lisa Kelly. Pat was known to be quite playful. When his big eyes sparkled and his little freckles twitched, you never knew what Pat would be up to next. It was October, and fall was in the air. The trees were changing color, and the crisp air made everything feel extra exciting. Today, Pat and his sister Shannon were heading to Anderson Farms to pick out a pumpkin for Halloween. Little did they know, they were about to have a grand adventure. When they arrived at the farm, excitement buzzed all around. First, they decided to take a ride on the milk train. Pat's mom watched as a tractor pulled the kids around the farm, hitting every bump on the way. It was great fun. Their next stop was the petting zoo. Pat kept his distance from the llama, remembering how one had spit on Shannon before, which made him laugh all over again. Meanwhile, a little pig took a liking to Shannon and followed her around for a while. Finally, it was time for the hayride to the pumpkin patch. But just as they arrived, they spotted the corn maze. Pat was eager to explore it, but his mom bumped into an old friend and got caught up in conversation. Growing impatient, Pat and Shannon wandered to the entrance of the maze. They walked down the first path. That's when Pat spotted something unusual. A rock with a handle wedged in the middle. Curiosity got the better of them. Together, they moved the lever. To their surprise, a tiny door appeared, and in an instant, they shrank down to mouse size. Eyes wide, Shannon whispered, "Let's go inside." They ventured through the door and found themselves in a long, winding tunnel. In the tunnel they spotted a mouse, who had a pumpkin house. The mouse asked, "Did you open the door?" Pat nodded. The mouse, full of relief, exclaimed, "Thank you. We've been trapped in here for days because the lever was stuck and locked the door. You've saved us." All the mice cheered and even offered to make Pat and Shannon their king and queen. But Shannon quickly reminded Pat, "Dad's making lollipop chicken tonight. We need to get home." Pat agreed, but there was one big problem: how would they become big again? The mice had no idea. Shannon's eyes filled with tears, and soon, Pat teared up too. They made their way back through the tunnel and through the tiny door, spotting their mom still chatting with her friend. But at their mouse-sized height, she couldn't see them at all. Just when things seemed hopeless, Pat's stomach rumbled, and he decided to nibble on a piece of corn. He had no idea it was magical. As soon as he took a bite, he started to grow back to his normal size. Shannon saw this and quickly grabbed some corn for herself. In no time, they were both back to their regular heights. Laughing, they hugged each other in relief and ran back to their mom. "What's with you two?" she asked, noticing their tight embrace. They just laughed and decided to skip the corn maze and went to pick out the best pumpkins ever. That night, they went home, ate the best lollipop chicken, and carved the coolest pumpkins. They never told their mom about their tiny adventure. She would not believe them anyway. The end. Hit that subscribe button, leave your comments below, and let us know where you think Pat should go next. The world is waiting, and the adventure begins now.